Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagatgurum. So we were discussing this concept from Gita, from Bhagavad Gita, that renunciation of action and performing action, doing karma without attachment to the fruits of action, or doing karma with detachment is one, and not doing karma, or rather renunciation of karma itself. When we say renunciation of karma, is renunciation of sakama karma, karma with desires. Why? Because if it is renunciation of karma, all the karmas, whatever action we do, then the two times Sri Krishna says that no one can stay even for a moment without karma, that statements will be false in that case. So actually it is not so. It is not that you renounce the karma. No one can renounce karma fully, because in one place Krishna says, even sharira yatra pichate na prasiddhyet akarmani. Without doing karma, no one can even live. The body cannot sustain without doing karma. So why he says about the renunciation of karma? That means renunciation of sakama karma. Renunciation of karma with desire. The karma which binds us, it is not the karma which will bind us, but it is the desires behind the karma that binds us. The less desires we have, the less bondage we will have. Less bondage of karma means less and less zeal to do karma, less and less attachment to the fruits of karma, which is nothing but desires. The very reason behind why we are here in this world, according to our philosophy, is because of our vasana, because of our desires. Same truth was revealed after intense tapasya by Lord Buddha, and he said this, that first accept that there is pain. If there is pain, there is a reason behind the pain. If there is a reason behind the pain, there must be a way to be free from that pain. So the misery in this world, the bondages in this world, is because of our attachment to the things. We have not understood the things of the world. There are two words we use technically: Indriya, Vishaya, senses and the objects of senses. Sense is the tongue or tasting buds of our mouth, and the object of senses will be the food. If eyes are the senses, then what we see around us is the object of eyes. So, these objects around us, object of sight, object of taste, object of hearing, object of touching, object of smelling. 5 types of objects are there around us. And you will find that how much we are attached to all these 5 together. Shankaracharya beautifully writes in Vivekachudamani, by being attached to one of the senses, the animals like elephant because of touch, the deers because of smell, the fish because of taste, are bound and they die because of that. What about a poor human being who is bound by all the 5? We are constantly fall into the trap of these 5 types of objects. We don't need to look at anybody else. We have to look at ourselves. We are attached with the smell and taste and sight and sound and everything. And it is very difficult to be free from that. Why it is difficult? Because you cannot live without that. You cannot completely renounce it. So how to be free? Giving up attachment is a technical way or technical answer for that. Sri Ramakrishna gives a simpler answer. You cannot give up. You are attached to that. You can't live without that. So turn it around. More Guryada. Turn it towards God. How to turn towards God? When you take food, offer it to God and take. At least spiritual connection comes to the food. Normal food becomes prasad when it becomes with religious sentiment, for spiritual sentiment. You can't stop walking. So when you walk, as if you are doing pradakshina, as if you are going around the temple. There is a nice Bengali song. Monoboli bhojo kali ichha hoitor je achare Gurudatta Mahamantra Divanishi japa kore. In that there is a line, Shayane Pranam Gyan. When you lie down, as if you are doing Sastanga Pranams to Divine Mother or God. Nidrai Koro Make Dhyan. Your Nidra, your sleep is like meditation on Divine Mother. Ahar Koro Mone Kore Ahuti Di Shyamamaki. And the food which you take, consider that you are offering it to Divine Mother. Nagar Fero Mone Kore Pradakshina Shyamamaki. When you go around the world, think that you are going around the world. It's all in mind. It's all in mind. So Sri Ramakrishna says that you cannot give up. You cannot be free from that. You can't live without that. Can we live without food? Can we live without moving around? Can we live around without the smell and touch and everything? Few objects you can renounce. You can't renounce the very sense of touch. You cannot renounce the sense of smell or taste or hearing, sound. So better is to spiritualize it. Spiritualizing your everyday life is by attaching these ideas that it is not the food, It is food offered to God. That is a concept in Hinduism. This is not sacrament of Christianity. That also is a prasad in one way. But they say the Christ has entered into this food. And then they take the food. That's why your sacrament of wine and bread is the blood and flesh of Jesus Christ. They take. Hindu cannot think of, oh, this is the blood and flesh of Sri Ramakrishna, I will eat. You cannot think of that. So ours is more human side. This is the food which we every day take, sweets and whatever food you are taking, you offer it to God. And you think that God is partaking that. What food He can partake? He takes the essence of food. How the essence of food? Question was asked to Holy Mother, when you offer food to Sri Ramakrishna, does He take? You offer 1 kilo sweets in the temple, after puja is over, it doesn't become 950 grams. It remains 1 kilo only. That means God did not take. Holy Mother says, when I offer food, as if the light comes out of His eyes and covers the food and takes back the essence of it. Sri Ramakrishna is not in a gross form around us. He is in a final form. So He can't take gross food, so He takes the fine part of the gross food. What is that? That's why when we offer food, it must be very fresh and hot. Same thing goes when you do the Shraddha. The departed souls, they are not in a gross body to take the food, but they are around that to take the fine part of the food. So when you offer rice, etc., they take the ushma, they take the smell, they take the aroma. That's why the departed soul, Sanskrit name is called Ushmapa. Those who drink the ushma, the vapor, the smell, the aroma, they are not in a gross body to take it as we take. So they are in a finer body to take the fine food. Now you say, how the fine food can be separated from the gross food? You give me a flower and you hold the flower for me to smell. When I am smelling the flower, the fragrance which I am taking, inhaling, is the fine part of the flower. The flower, if you keep on the table, it cannot move by itself, but the aroma can go everywhere. In the same way, we have a gross body, Annamaya Kosha. If you are sitting on this chair, suddenly you cannot go to any other chair, you are here only. But a fine body is not contained or bound by space, so they move around, just like a fragrance of the flower. And this is still Jivatma, this is not Atma. Atman or Atma is not there, that is another thing. This Jivatma is the final part of ourself. Now you see how the final part, this is my hand. Is this my real hand? No. The real hand is here in the brain. You say how? Medical doctors, there are some terms. There is a term called phantom's hand. For some accident, your hand is chopped off. Or because of something, your hand is operated, amputated. You may still feel, I have so much irritation in my right hand. There is no right hand at all. One doctor told me, he's an orthopedic surgeon. So he told one lady has a tumor, huge tumor here, and there was no way to save her hand, so we had to do the amputation. So we operated her. Next day she is complaining, doctor, there is so much irritation in my palm. There is no hand at all, how the palm can come? So that imaginary hand is called phantom's hand. The mind has yet to accept that the body doesn't have a hand.
Is it imagination or is it real?
For the person it is real as if, but there is no hand, physical hand. That's why we call it phantom's hand. Now, this is in the book, but there are certain insects and animals, if you cut their limb, they can grow the limb again. After a few months, the hand comes again. One example of that is the lizard. A simple example. Lizard can drop its tail and the tail grows again. We had one saint in southern India, I'm forgetting the name. He had this power. Any limb is cut, it can grow again. He can grow it again. Anyway, we don't go into that details. What idea is that there is a final existence of yourself. That hands, pancha gyanendriya, pancha karmendriya, which are inside your brain. I lifted my hand. Who told it to lift? I wanted to lift. How do I lift? How do I lift it? Who says to whom? So real hand is in the brain. Real leg is in the brain. So 5 karmendriyas, 5 gyanendriyas, the mind, the ahankara, I-ness. And this gross body is made of 5 fundamental elements. Prithvi Tattva, Vayu, Agni, Akasha, water. So this fine part, the fine part of these gross elements, 5 karmendriyas, 10, 5 gyanendriyas, 15, chitta or mind, and ahankara, total 17. These 17 fine things joined together is called Jivatma, which travels from one body to another body. This gross body is given by parents, biologically. But the soul which came inside is that 17 articles of this particular jiva who has desires to fulfill and who has karma to exhaust. So he acquires this body, he enters into this body, lives the life, supposed to exhaust the karmas. Instead of that, increases the karma. So human being never gets liberation because of this cumulative desires. Keep on desiring. Already desires are there, stored in the bank, millions of desires. Okay, out of that we bring 500,000 desires to fulfill in this world. With those desires you got this body. So when you die, you have completed this 500,000. So 500,000 is reduced from your store. But what happens in the lifetime? Another 2 million desires you increase. That is again deposited. It never gets exhausted. So the first simple lesson for your mukti or moksha is to lead desireless life or life with minimum desires. You brought 500,000 desires. If you die with 10 desires less, at least that much profit is there, the 10 you reduce from your huge stock. Instead of that, you came with 500,000, you left with 2 million. So your desires never comes to an end. It's again deposited, again you bring little, take birth, again increase desire. So that's why all spiritual path. Swami Vivekananda started this karma yoga. One of philosophical reason is this. You exhaust your karma, but you do work Ishwararpana Buddhya. You say, no, but I do not know how to be free from attachment to the result of karma. Okay. Then offer the karma, offer the result of your karma, fruits of your karma to your God. So it doesn't get attached to you. So karma yoga is karma without desire. Karma itself is normal karmas with desire. And karma sannyasa is the attachment to the result of your karma you renounce. So Krishna says here, you do karma without detachment or you reduce your karma. Both are helpful to you, whichever way you want to do it. But still, karma sannyasat karma yoga vishishyate. Still he says, I say, that karma yoga is better than giving up the karma. Why? If you do karma with detachment, your life will be a blessing to the world because you are serving the world. Other day I heard in Calcutta somebody started a school, girls' school. But it should be in the ideal of Swamiji and Sri Ramakrishna's teachings. So it is not missions running school, but run by private. But devotees of the mission or those who are inspired by the teachings of Swamiji. So that lady told that from childhood, whenever, every time the quotations of Swamiji and Sri Ramakrishna we used to hear. When I graduated, a strong sense grew in my mind that what is the meaning of my life if I am not useful to anybody? I must be useful to somebody. She said, I cannot become a nun. I remain the same normal person, but with this ideal of karma yoga so that I can serve. Then she thought, how I can serve better? It is her mind. She thought, I will join police. Then I will be able to help. And really she joined police. And then helping the women in difficulties. That sense grows to make your life meaningful. For oneself, every living being lives. Then in which way we are special as a human being? A dog can live his life, cat can live his life, the insect can live his life. They don't have a sense of seva. They don't have a sense of sacrifice. Human being has that sense that I will live life, I can't give up. I live my life. But my life will be a sacrifice. So Krishna says, giving up karma, I say karma yoga is better than that. Not only it helps to exhaust your karma, but you become a blessing to the society. This sentence that you can become a blessing to the society, one incident came in my mind. We had one great Swami, I have not seen him. He passed away in 1964 or something, I think. He was one of the only one monk, as I hear till now in our history, who was not formally initiated by anybody. No president, vice president, Maharaj ever initiated him, but he initiated many people later on, was Swami Ashokananda. Ashokananda was in San Francisco. So when he was sent to America, he joined in 1910, 11, 12 like that, or maybe whatever. So Swami Brahmanji was president. So he came to order and told Swami Brahmanji that please initiate me. I want mantra diksha. Brahmanji said, I cannot initiate you. Swami Vivekananda is already sitting in you. That boy in his college days had an experience that Swamiji's spirit is entering in him. It was his experience. So, you don't believe your own experience. So Brahmanji passed away without initiating this boy. Then Mahapurush Maharaj, Shivananji became president, second president. So he went to Mahapurush Maharaj, at least you give me some mantra. Shivananji said, how can I give you mantra? You are already initiated by Swamiji. But he said, but I had experience, but I don't have any mantra as such. Whatever experience you have, that will go. That will run your life.
He was not initiated?
No, he was not initiated by anybody. Yes. So he told that you are sending me to America. You are sending me to San Francisco. Mahapurush Maharaj, he told. People will ask initiation. What should I do? I myself is not initiated. This sentence Mahapurush Maharaj told, whatever will come out of your mouth will be for the benefit of the society. This is not a simple thing to say. And Ashokanji was great. There is one incident. There was a lady, when he went to America in 1920s and 30s, Miss Waldo. Miss Waldo was one of the 11 devotees who accompanied Swami Vivekananda to Thousand Island Park. So she had notes of the classes of Swami Vivekananda. But many words she could not write, either Sanskrit words or a person like Swami Vivekananda is speaking. It was difficult for her to note down and hear such a giant in front of her. So many things were ... in her notes. Swami Ashokanji says, when Miss Waldo gave me the script, the gaps will be filled up by itself from my mind. And I completed the whole manuscript. Just thoughts came from within me and I wrote down. Now, and the whole book is published now, Inspired Talks. Miss Waldo's writings, Miss Waldo's notes, completely filling the gaps by Swami Ashokananda. So, Karma Yoga makes you blessings to the society. Today, Ramakrishna Mission is serving more than 300 centers, including sub-centers. Different service activities are going on with the help of devotees, friends, admirers. But the main workforce is the monks and the volunteers and devotees. Millions of people gets benefit by this service. Outpatient clinic in India, in our hospitals and dispensaries, total number of patients which we serve is double of the population of Singapore. Ramakrishna Mission alone. In India. Only outpatient. I'm not telling about students in the hostel and any other activities. Just outpatient medical services. you become blessings to the society. And then you feel your life meaningful. One day when I was very young, it was written in one place, read Ramakrishna Vivekananda literature and make your life meaningful. I was a young boy, I didn't understand how reading the book can make my life meaningful. That means once you are inspired with these thoughts, you cannot do anything harm to anyone. Like Mahapurush Maharaj was asked, a devotee comes and says to Mahapurush Maharaj, please bless me. Mahapurush Maharaj says, we don't have anything other than blessings. No curse comes out of our mouth. So you become blessings to the society. That is the beauty of Karma Yoga. Karma Sannyasa, you give up everything, sit in Himalayas. Of course, that also benefits the society. No doubt about it. So here, this idea is there. The combination, or rather which apparently opposite, Karma Sannyasa, Karma Yoga. Sri Krishna says, both are Nishreyasa Kara. Both are bringing good to you. Still I say, he says, Karma Sannyasat Karma Yoga Vishishyate. Karma Yoga, however, excels over renunciation of actions, karma. So now one who will do this, do the karma, but renounce the fruits of karma. I remember a very nice, little funny, but very serious incident happened. It was in 1979 December, 80 January. So, almost 10,000 devotees have assembled in our headquarters, Belur Math. I was one of the delegates to go there. It was a convention, Ramakrishna Mission Devotees Convention. So I represented it I was 17, 18 years old. I represented that as a delegate. We had a great Swami, passed away. He was speaking. So he told, now we have, say at that time, we have 150 centers. How many of you want that there should be more and more centers of Ramakrishna order? All 10,000 raised their hand, we want. Then he said, now how many of you are ready to give your children, sons or daughters, to become monks or nuns? Nobody lifted the hand. Then he said, do you think we all come from the heaven? We also came from somebody's children. Then Swami Vireshwaranandji told, if your son or a daughter wants to become monk or a nun or wants to join the army, please don't stop them. Why army? All the soldiers or paramilitary, they are paid. They are paid staff. Every soldier is paid. Is there any job, even if you are paid every day, you have to face the death? None of us will be ready to do it. Somebody had commented, oh, the soldiers go and fight, so what? They are paid. And he was heavily criticized. You don't understand what a soldier is. That's why any soldier of anything, you salute them. Because they have accepted that I'm ready to face the bullet, which we cannot. So if you are ready to give your life on battlefield, or you are ready to give your life by serving people, both are same. So this inspiration comes in the minds of handful boys and girls who became monks or nuns, and give the life for the benefit of the world. Keep on doing good to people. Whether it is like giving lecture, or whether it is distributing food, or looking after library or kindergarten or counseling or boys home or whatever. Continuously let your life become offering to God. This is a very high ideal, and this is the ideal of Karma Yoga. So if you become monk or nun, then only? No. Krishna says, consider him or her as a sannyasi. Gneya sa nitya sannyasi. Yo na dveshti na kankshati. If you don't hate anyone, if you don't expect anything from your karma, you also go to the same. You also receive the same blessings. You also live your life as the same offering. Nirdvandvo, you become free from this life of duality. Sukham bandhat pramuchyate. And they also will be free from these bondages. It's a matter of making your life a sacrifice. These ideas were there. It is not new. But it is the advent of Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda made it more relevant to this world and gave an extra impetus to this thought, to make your life a sacrifice, to give up your life. The famous stories, I think once I told here. When Swamiji started and he told, no, whether you believe in Bhakti Yoga or Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga is must if you are in the Ramakrishna order. Nobody can be free from Karma Yoga. You must serve the people, serve the world. And that is your Chitta Shuddhi. Your mind will be purified with that. So, but it was a very early time of our order. There is hardly any building or hardly any people to join with you. He told to two of his disciples, buy a pot, fill it up with water, sit down at the roadside and give cold water to the passers-by. Start your serving from there. You don't need any investment to do the service. Those two boys started this service of giving drinking water, bringing from the river or bringing from the source of water in a mud pot, sitting and making people drink. Till other day, we never used glass and all that. Water will be given, you drink like this. That was the system. I don't know, you may not be fortunate to see that sight. In the roadside, you will find a small cabin made of bamboo sticks. Inside, a person can sit and person can keep one or two big pots of water, that much small, like a small lift, that much area. It is completely covered. One hole is there. In that hole, there is a half-cut bamboo, like this. It is there. One part is inside the cabin, other part is outside the cabin. As soon as a person comes, because of the light, that person will understand, he will pour water here, water will go down, that person will drink. You will not know who is serving you cold water.
He kept himself hidden.
He kept himself invisible behind. That was the spirit for centuries. Now you don't believe, hey, what water he gives, we don't know. Kali Yuga is this, that we don't believe each other. That high character has come down. So in northern India, where the temperature goes very high, you used to see this kind of cabins. In Hindi they call it pyau. Pyau means a water outlet where people drink water. So Swamiji told these two boys to just sit down and give water to the passers-by. Slowly that activity grew. A land came, the building came, people joined, doctors came. Today it is our Haridwar Kankhal Hospital. It started with this. Two young boys, Swami Kalyanananda, Swami Nishchayananda. These two people started giving cold water to the people. Service started from there. Today, it's a huge hospital. And what happens? Once you create a platform that yes, we are serving here, people will join. So we used to run a hospital for many, many years. There was a next to our mission, big plot of land was there, belonged to another religious akhada or a monastic order. Except Ramakrishna Mission, nobody did, no monastic order ever did any service to the community. Because you have renounced the word, karma sannyasa. Nothing wrong about it. Swamiji says, no, karma yoga vishishyate. Karma yoga is better to do that. And today there is hardly any organization who doesn't do service. Every religious body needs to do service, and they do with spirit. So, those who do not hate and those who are unattached with the fruits of action, they are called sannyasi. Kamyanam karmanam nyasam sannyasam kavayo vidu. What is sannyasa? Not taking this robe. Sannyasa is to renounce the kamya karma, to renounce the sakama karma, to renounce work with attachment. As soon as it is with detachment, that becomes a karma yoga. And that karma yoga who does is a real sannyasi. Externally he or she may not be, but internally he or she is. And one becomes sukham bandhat pramuchyate. And one becomes easily free from the bondage. So that's why beautifully it is said that your hands are busy in serving people, your mind is busy in repeating the name of God. So body is used in the service of people, mind is used in remembrance of God. These two things joined together constitutes the life. Ideal life is this, that your mind is busy in remembering God and your body is busy in serving others. This is a great thing, and many devotees, I just give one example then we close. Swami Vivekananda once told, when he started this Bengali magazine, Udbodhan, and he wrote in one letter, I wish every household should have this magazine coming to their doorstep every month. And this sentence is in every issue of Udbodhan, somewhere it is printed as a part of advertisement that Swamiji wanted this. So we print, people give advertisement and write articles and subscribe and all that. One gentleman, retired person, subscriber of Udbodhan magazine, reading Udbodhan for years, on that particular issue of Udbodhan, the same advertisement was there and he read, Swamiji wanted Udbodhan to be at every household, in every household. That day he woke up. If Swamiji wants in every house, can I collect the subscription from at least 1,000 houses? And normal, ordinary devotee, money-wise also not rich, placement-wise also no highly placed in the society, a simple man, middle-class man. He took one jhola, one bag, came to Udbodhan and said, today I am inspired and I will try to make 1,000 subscribers of Udbodhan. Every day he started going around different houses, different shops and just collecting subscription and giving. One man increased the subscription of Udbodhan by 1,000.
Which year, when was it?
This was many years before. What I am telling is, it's a matter of lighting the lamp. That fire, even even if fire is there, not every heart is ignited by that fire. The right time comes in their life, that great wish is there to sacrifice the life, not fully life, it is partially life. And some people jump into this. Many organizations, many individuals, devotees, ladies, gents are connected with either mission or private ashrams and this and that, and sacrifice their time and energy doing japa in the mind and hands and feet and body in the service of God, and make their life blessed.
Swamiji, I was asked things when Rockefeller first went to meet Swamiji, after seeing all his attachment from an Indian home, the conversation that Swamiji was writing, without lifting, wasn't that also in this person?
Yeah, same way. Since he was very rich, very agnostic, arrogant, so it took time for him. So Swamiji says that utilize your life. What's the meaning of your life without being helpful? Then he started the big foundation and started helping people around the world. Because there was a strong fire like Swamiji which could ignite even the atheist or agnostic. So now we are blessed to have these ideas with us. It's a matter of your being inspired by it. Anyway, we take up next time. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.